Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Julie and Milo show. Today is March 18, 2021. My name is Julie. I'm coming to you from Newport Coast, California. My dear friend Milo. Milo, could you please say hello?
Hey, how you guys doing? It's Milo from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you, Milo. Do you know, darling, you look so handsome today.
Oh, you're beautiful, Julie, every day.
Well, thank you so much. You know, you and I are so blessed. We get to sit here and talk to people from the UK, from India, from Africa, from everywhere. And we are the most blessed people because of ONPASSIVE, and it's because Mr. Ash Mufarad has somehow psychologically turned us into a more loving people in the world. And that is actually one of the reasons for you and I to start the Julie and Milo show. Today, we have a special guest coming to us from India, and I can't wait for you to introduce our guest, please.
Thank you, Julie. We love this guy. I don't know why it's taken us this long to get this guy on our show, but we do have a tremendous founder today. He's been on the leadership board, a great guy, talks. And I would like to bring him to the stage right now. Neeraj Dalvi, come on out. Good morning, Neeraj. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Good morning, Neeraj. Thanks so much for being here with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Julie and Milo. It really is a pleasure to be part of Julie and Milo show today. So I'm just loving it.
Awesome. Well, Neeraj, what we like to do, of course, we like to bring founders in and we like to talk to them and we like to find out a little about Neeraj. So let's get started and tell us where it all started, when you were born, your parents, your siblings, and your life at this point.
Right. So I was born in a middle-class family on 6th of July, 1975. So I'm right now like entering the 46th year. So middle-class family, my mother is a teacher and my father was working in the automobile industry. I have an elder sister who is an architect and she has her son working in US, not working, studying in US. And that's it. My sister's husband is a cardiologist. And like I'm in Mumbai. I'm in a, like I have around 2 apartments in Mumbai and outside Mumbai. And I'm loving it. That's it. Of course, I don't have a family. I'm a single eligible bachelor right now. So that's it.
All right. Well, hey, man, we got it out there now. There you go. We love it, man. Thank you so much for that, Neeraj.
Welcome.
You know, Neeraj, I see that you are, I look at the your bio and I see that you have an experience of watching movies in the front row in a theater. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I love to, I think differently from other people because a lot of people love to take a movie, movie seats on the last bench or last seat, but I prefer to take it the first one because I think it brings to me the picture more closer. But that's what I'm able to associate it more to that movie much more when I'm sitting in the first one, and that's how I that is just me.
Awesome.
Cool.
So you like to be that front row guy that gets that information, soaks it up before it hits everyone else. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so I go through your bio and I see something that I'm familiar with. I used to years ago sell T-shirts, and I see
Right.
where you say you designed your own T-shirts and wear your brand. Tell us a little about that.
So I was fascinated by a website called Teespring, which is in US, where you could actually build your own t-shirts, and then you could actually sell it. And if people like it, then you actually get paid so that I love that business model. And that's where I was looking out for something like that in India. And finally, I found something in Hyderabad itself. It's called My Dream Store. So what you have to do is you just need to design the t-shirts. You can create amazing logos with their website, and then they just go ahead and print it, and that's it. And you can use it, you can go ahead and sell it commercially. But what I love is I want to design, I don't want to wear Nike, Adidas t-shirt. I would prefer to wear my t-shirt designed by myself. I would love that. So that's all about it.
Well, my daughter would love that. What's the website again?
My Dream Store. My
Dreams.
Dream Store.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I see in your bio that you have volunteered to other remote places in India to distributing books to other children, regarding their education. Could you tell us a little bit about that, and what's your experience like?
Right. So I was working in a call center, and one of the things we always used to do in a call center was one day we used to actually give some time to do a social service where we actually contributed some money, or we used to go to a healthcare center and help the senior citizens. So I was a part of an organization called Youth for People. Now, this Youth for People, they actually, not only are they contributing money, but they also take you to that particular place where they organize a vehicle. So we had organized a bus in uh, July 2 or 3 years back. And we had gone to this place in Maharashtra, like that's where I am from, Maharashtra. And there's this remote village, and the government of India is actually giving like under the government of India, they are giving textbooks to these students, but under the education plan. But they are not giving any kind of notebooks. So what we had done is we had printed those notebooks in bulk. And then we were distributing these notebooks to underprivileged people. And believe me, uh, that was the most wonderful thing I have ever done in my life. That's where I realized, uh, like, there are so many things that like I have to be very happy about, because there are so many people in this particular world which are living on small things. And here I am actually talking about all these big things. But these guys, the satisfaction that I got by giving those notebooks, I cannot express it in words.
Wow, that's awesome. I love your heart. I love your heart. Okay, so
Thank you.
moving on, you started a podcast called
Right.
Crypto Freak. Is that still
Right.
running? Number one, and tell us about it.
Okay, so I was fascinated by crypto. I loved the crypto idea. Like I understood how the banks work, and I understood why the crypto is going to be a very good force in the upcoming world. So I always knew that, and everybody was doing in India, everybody was doing a YouTube video. So I decided I should do something different. And podcast may be a normal thing in US, but in podcast in India is something unusual. Nobody is doing that. And that too on a topic like a crypto, nobody is doing that. So that was the reason I started the podcast. I think I'm the first person to do this podcast. Crypto Freak. I also got the name right, Crypto Freak. So, so in this particular Crypto Freak, I was actually inviting people from Indian exchanges to have a talk about the latest happenings in the crypto world. What are the latest news? What is happening in the blockchain world, and the impact of those in what is happening in the world. How do you think it's going to change the world? So we did around 7-8 episodes like per season, and then somehow I did not go ahead further because I got due to my family pressures, I could not give that much time, but whatever I did was very interesting, and yeah, if given a chance, I would love to continue in future.
It's
Absolutely.
a it's an amazing place to go, into the crypto world. And you said blockchain. Now that's
Yeah.
very dear to me. And I've been saying for, people get sick of me. I used to go to a meeting and I would always say, hey, blockchain's going to change the world. Blockchain's going to change the world. You better understand blockchain's going to change the world, because people don't realize that Bitcoin is actually derived from verifying data on blockchain. It's a,
Yeah.
it's a tremendous opportunity that we have when you understand it, and APIs and stuff like that. It's just remarkable, but I love it. The other thing that I will tell you is podcasts. A lot of people haven't got into podcasts. Podcast is going to be a very big thing in the future. And here's the reason: you can put a podcast out. And did you know that every car starting in, I think it's 2019, has to have a place where it will play a podcast? So podcasts are going to be the new radio station. You can put your podcast out there and they'll just be played over your car or whatever. There's no better way to reach fans than, on long drives or something. But I appreciate that. Sorry, Julie. I just had to put that in.
No, I hear you. And you know what? The Julie and Milo show will be on podcast too. And that's the new things coming
Wonderful.
for us. So I like to go into ONPASSIVE topic. Like I asked every guest, how did you know about ONPASSIVE? When did you join, and how has it been for you?
I joined on 4th of October 2018. That's a long while back. So it has been an amazing journey, like learned a lot of things. When I started in 2018, I watched Ash videos, the 2 videos that were there. There was something different. I didn't realize what it was, but there was something different in the videos. I felt something different. So for somebody, the realization is very quick. Okay, this is what I want to do. But that nothing like that happened for me, unfortunately. But I felt that there was something different in this in those videos. And then then it has been, I've attended every webinar. I know what is there in every webinar. I have been an active part, and I've taken an active part in community. I prepare videos, some videos about the journey, and I'm loving it. And now I'm part of the leadership council. So I think I'm already a celebrity in India. So I'm loving that. I do webinars in English, Hindi, then in Marathi. That's my regional language. I never dreamt in 2018 that I would be doing such videos. I never thought like that I would be a part of Leadership Council. I was just an ordinary man, just studying the webinars. And here I am, part of Leadership Council, and enjoying the journey. That's it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Many hundreds of thousands of us. How far do you live from Hyderabad, from our office?
Hyderabad is very far. Like I live in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Like the name of the name of the state is Maharashtra. Hyderabad is long way. Like it would take around a day or two to go by train. So, or if you had to catch a flight, then it would take around 1 to 2 hours.
Wow, wow, wow. So let me ask you the really quick, how are the Indians founders doing in your area or in your team or in the entire India itself? How are they doing?
Fantastic. Indians are doing fantastic. Some are able to see the vision very quickly. Some are there for the money, but then they soon realize, okay, it's not just the money. It's much more than that. So it's about like initially some Indians saw the vision, but then some could not. They just, as I told you, some came in for the money. Then it was our job as leaders to actually educate them. That's the reason we have webinars on a daily basis. Like every day we have it, and especially on Sundays we have a question answer session where the backbone of India, I think he was already on your show, Julie and Milo, Mr. Gusminder.
Oh
He
yeah.
actually has a question answer session, especially on Sundays. So definitely we are enjoying every bit, and I'm sure the Indians are loving it. And even as told that 40% or 45% are Indians. So
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys are
loving it.
doing you guys are doing awesome over there. I love your heart and I love what you're saying. So let's move on a little bit with On Passive. So we like to say on Julie and Milo show that hey, On Passive is changing the world one person at a time, and it started with Ash Mafaro. And we believe that when you get your heart and your mind in tune, it comes a different picture. Now, originally, when we all, and you even alluded to this already, but when you first come into On Passive, you're looking for that other source of income or whatever, and you're thinking like that, kind of most of us are. And then all of a sudden it dawns on you and the light starts coming on. This is much bigger than that. It's
Yes.
not all about the money, and the money's going to be there for us. It's a done deal. So this is a two-part question. The first part is, what is On Passive going to do for you, for Neeraj's dreams? What are your dreams for you? Not for everyone else, but for you. What are your dreams? And how are those apples, we like to call them apples, how are those apples going to help you in that way before you go to the next part, which is helping others?
Okay. To be very frank, like I have very limited dreams because I know that we should dream big, but being brought up in a family where there were limited things, we dreamt about limited things. So my dreams are also very limited. Frankly speaking, so if you will ask me, do you want a car? No, I don't want a car. Do you want a house? No, I don't want a house. I just, whatever the loan payments are remaining, I want it to be paid I want to be financially free. That is my first goal from the apples. And once I'm financially free, and I'm sure I'll be very like financially free very soon. Uh, and then I want to contribute it back in any way to the community. There are a lot of Indians, because as I told you that I attend webinars or we conduct webinars on a daily basis. So we have a lot of Indians who have gone through a lot of hardship to even pay the amount, and are going through a lot of difficulties. And I'm sure that this money would be utilized in helping them a lot. And it's not just about the money, it's about not giving the money, and also be a part of like visiting their place. But people talk about visiting all over the world. The first thing I would love to do is visit all parts of India and see how On Passive is making a difference in each one's life. That is what I want to do with the
Aw-
apples.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, would you like to visit Nashville?
Definitely after India.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that Nashville is known for the bachelorette capital of the world. Did you know that? I mean,
No.
it's got lots of women, and
Okay.
we can go out and we can go out and look. You know what I'm saying? We got
Right.
that bachelor there. So tell me, Neeraj, I always see your picture, and you're always sitting in the cockpit of an airplane. Do
Right.
you fly a plane?
No.
No.
That That is just Zoom. That is just Zoom. Uh, Zoom background.
Okay, is it a dream of yours to fly?
No, I
No?
just saw that. I just saw that picture and I loved it and I just applied it. That's it.
I mean, it really looks cool. I got to tell you, that really looks cool. I always go,
Thank
oh man, that guy's a pilot, you know.
you. Yeah.
But cool. Well, man, it's been it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. And we do have a little bit more time. Julie, you got a couple more questions?
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about, on passive building is in Hyderabad. And I like to ask you, what is the impact, or shall I say, what would be the impact for India when we have over almost 50% of the founders are actually in India? What kind of impact do you see in the future? And also the building is there too.
Right. So that's what, like, the Indian founders feel that, okay, this is in India, so we need to be a part of it. We need to actually help our friends there in Hyderabad. We need to be part of ONPASSIVE, and that's why more and more people are joining, because they understand, number one, that if the office is in Hyderabad, they know that, okay, the products are going to be technically savvy, because we Indians are known to be technical savvy. So that is the reason, one of the major reasons why a lot of Indians are joining in. Yeah. And
Absolutely.
yeah, the impact is going to be that I'm sure that a lot of Indians are going to be financially free, and they would have never dreamt of it. So
Absolutely. And as you know, there's a lot of founders in our community who has friends that are in India. And
right.
we don't really speak the language. How do we approach, or not approach, but how do we respond to these needs? Because, based on what we post on our Facebook page, there
Right.
are few Indian friends are actually asking, okay, what's this kind of business? So what could you do to help the community, as into many of us over here who has friends that are Indian? How can we help these people?
Okay, so if you have any Indians, and if you have any Indians who are in touch with you, the best thing would be to tell them to attend those Indian webinars, because that would be in Hindi language, so they will be able to understand it much more better. And also, just tell them to uh, attend the webinars on maybe for 1 week, because the version which I give is different from another leader. So they will have around 3 to 4 versions, and they would have a better understanding about ONPASSIVE. That's the best help we can provide you.
Do you have a webinar where you do a team building, or a webinar that introduce OnPassive to people?
Yes, we have a total presentation where we talk about what is a good business, why OnPassive is a good business, and that's it. And then we go through who is on Ash Mufara, and the details about that. It's more in detail, because Indians like it more detailed than the normal word. Like our presentation runs for around maybe 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes, so it
Right.
is very descriptive.
Thank you so much. And if you could send the regards to all of our Indians friends, because we know that there's a lot of us. I know that there's a lot of Indians founders would like to be on the show. Unfortunately, the language is different. We couldn't feature them. So if you could please send our regards to many of them. I'm kind of finished with my question, Milo. If you have any other questions that you like to ask.
I do. And Neeraj, we have a new series that's coming up. And I don't know if you've seen it. I posted it this morning in the Leadership Council, but we want to do a presenters series. And we would like to have maybe you or some of the people from there do a show with us. Now, normally we do a 30-minute show, So to
Okay.
get the hour and 15-minute presentation, that might not work for our format. We could always put it across two or something, but we
Right.
want to kind of make it, and we could even maybe do something where we allow you to do it in whatever language you want, but show it in English also. You know what I'm saying? And so there would be one that would be English and one that would be the other. We would just take the videos and flip them. But that's something that we should look into, maybe, doing that. Love it. But man, we loved having you on the show today. It was good, and
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to Crypto Freak coming back, soon. And hopefully, the Crypto Freak will be something with, how OnPassive is using blockchain or using some technology like that, that will just,
Definitely.
that will change the whole world. As it is, it is going to change the world. We know that, and
Yes.
we love the part about, an orange seed. When you take an orange seed out and you plant an orange seed, it doesn't create another orange. It creates a orange tree, which creates multiple. And that's kind of the way OnPassive is. But we love it. We loved having you on the show today. And I thank you so much for coming. So do you have anything else to say, or?
No, like it was really a pleasure being in this particular show. So this was my first time, my first show anywhere in the internet. I was a bit uh, afraid, but yeah, there's always a first time. So I loved it. And I would love to come back again. The idea that you mentioned, I would love that. Just to let you know, the presentations, the PPTs that we do are in English only. So it
Oh,
just only the matter that we speak is in a native language. So I think it would be very useful.
awesome. Well,
So
we want to have you back, and it's the presenter show, but maybe for your show, we'll call it the Eligible Bachelor Show. We'll put you on that. No, I'm just kidding you. It's great. Oh, and it was so much fun today. So we're running out of time, so I'm gonna send it back right over there to that good-looking girl, Julie. Julie, take it away and get us out of here, would you?
Thank you, Milo. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for being here with us. There you have it, everyone, is Neeraj Dalvi. He is from India, and he is one of our leadership council. Really appreciate you tuning into the Julie and Milo show. Please remember, visit julieandmilo.com, where you find several playlists we put together for you. The first one is our special guest. Get to know your founders, because it is important. By the time we do have events, you already know exactly who you're hanging out with. Second playlist we have is how OnPassive can help individual, can help businesses. That would be a great show, a great playlist for you to share with other people if you have a hard time sharing OnPassive message. We also have our Friday night chat, which will be tuning in on Saturday now for Fireside Chat with Julie and Milo show, and it is from 2 to 5 p.m. We also have the daily inspiration that Curtis David is putting together for us. So please check those out. Hopefully you enjoy our show, and look forward to hear from you, and look forward to feature you on our show. Once again, thank you so much for watching. We also do have a Facebook group, OnPassive with a Heart. Please join us there as well and share your heart out. Thank you so much. As always, be well, be safe, and stay alive. Good night from Newport Beach, California.
thank you, Julie and Milo. It was wonderful being here on this show, and I would love to come back again. Thank you. Bye.
Good night from Nashville.
Listen to